So let's talk about these incredible pancakes
Yes.
that you've made. They look like they've got some, you know, nutrition in there. Because it's Mairlyn.
It's me.
But
yes.
I know that they taste good too.
Right, you know, because I make food that tastes too good to be good for you.
I love that.
Isn't that good? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, see. Anyway,
it's important.
So, you know, pancake is pancake. How hard is that, right?
Right.
But, I'm going to use whole wheat flour, and when they mill whole wheat flour, they take the wheat germ off or the germ off.
Right.
So we're going to add it back in. There's now it's a whole grain. I'm adding oat flakes because oats and your heart and your gut are really happy, and
yes.
then oat bran because that's even stronger.
Your gut and your butt.
Your gut and your butt. Your
right.
gut like, hey there, we're friends. Anyway, and then this is flaxseed meal, which is a bit more ground up than ground flaxseed. So people aren't going to see it, okay?
Yes.
I don't believe in smoke and mirrors, but, you know, sometimes it's not bad.
Sometimes hide it.
I'll hide it. And that's baking powder and that's cinnamon,
Okay.
And then we're just going to whisk this up just to get it all combined. I mean, that was easy,
That was
honestly.
so easy.
So it's so easy.
And so much better than just using white flour.
Oh!
Right?
No!
No!
No.
Add things in there.
Add things in there. And then as far as the wet ingredients, oh my gosh, that's home ec speak. And now we're working on the wet ingredients. So that would be milk. This is an egg. Oh boy, if you don't know that. Anyway, and then we're adding a little bit.
Some
I
oil?
gotta stop snorting. Anyway, add a little bit of oil.
Don't ever stop snorting.
No, and I never know I'm actually going to do it. It's usually when it just
comes out,
it just
right?
comes out. Yeah,
it's your signature move.
It's my you know, my signature move was like, you know, da-da-da. Mairlyn just snorting. Anyway, so, okay. So we're just going to mix that up together. And with pancakes, you don't want to mix it so it's smooth, right? You want a little bit of lumps, and, you know, it's because, I don't know why. I
agree with that, though.
Yeah, but it's true, okay?
Yeah.
So the pan,
Some
here's my
lumps are
little tip
good.
on the pan. I use nonstick, but you don't cook it at a high temperature.
Right.
And I always put oil in it, but you don't just let it. You've got to rub it in. So you rub it in after each time you add some batter.
Oh, yeah?
And so we're just going to add a little bit of, this is like a quarter cup. We're just going to add the batter, and, you know, and that's cooking a pancake. Oh, my gosh, this is not, you know, brain surgery. Okay, so this is really easy, but like size matters, so always do the right portion control. And then you would just cook them when the bubbles come on the top, okay?
So do you like them tinier so it looks like you're eating more? Does that make you feel like you can do like a stack? Like, look at that.
No, that's for everybody.
Oh, that's not at one portion.
No, this is the portion. You get 3, okay? And then there's blueberry. There's a blueberry sauce that I made to go on top. And I mean, there's sauce that like, it's good for you. It's going to stick.
Like a blueberry compote. How do you say it?
A compote.
Oh, I said it right.
A compote. You know, you did it right. I was very impressed.
Okay.
Anyway, so that. Oh, hey, look, isn't that beautiful?
Oh my gosh,
they're
perfect,
beautiful.
Mare. That is amazing.
I'm a genius. Okay, anyway, moving over here. So we're going to forget that one because this is the one I'm so excited about.
Okay.
So remember I said that whole wheat flour was not a whole grain.
Right.
I added the wheat germ back. Well, barley flour is a completely whole grain flour. And this has so much more fiber than whole wheat flour.
Okay.
And it literally is heart healthy. Like barley is a genius ingredient to add if you're concerned about your heart health.
Does it taste pretty much the same?
Yes, it does, but it's actually sweeter.
Oh,
so
I like that.
Yeah, no, and it's naturally
that.
sweet. Now, I am putting some sugar in it, but it's not very much, and then you whisk that up, and then there's orange zest. And the orange zest, you need to break it up with the fork, because you don't want a big blob of orange zest in your mouth.
Right.
Yeah, so look, I'm multitask. I'm a mixer. Anyway, so... Oh, no! Stop it.
There it goes.
Okay, so now because it's a biscuit, and I tried really hard to not put, you know, saturated fat in, but it's, you know what, it's a weekend one. There's only a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of, you want to do this?
Sometimes you need some fat in the recipe, right?
You do, you know?
You
it's
need
a
some
tenderizer.
Fat. I know that if you're putting it in because you need it, because it's going to keep the integrity of the recipe. Yeah, we trust you, Mare.
Yes, and
we
you know,
know.
I've made this recipe, I don't know, 11 million times, so it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, and then keep doing, but you got to keep doing
so
that.
Modest.
Yeah, I'm so modest.
Okay. So I'll keep doing this.
Keep doing that, but we're going to scrape off this part of the butter,
nice.
and then just keep cutting it in, okay? Because you want big and small pieces.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some canola oil because that's the heart healthy fat. So I kind of compensated by doing half and half.
Okay.
And some skim milk, and then an omega-3 egg because I think it's totally worth the money. They feed chickens the flaxseed, and the chickens convert the flaxseed into fish form.
I've always wondered if that works.
You know what? It does, because the chickens are actually a better converter of plant-based flaxseed. Oh, I'm getting all sciencey.
I know. You like this?
I love
You're happy
this.
I asked that question?
I am thrilled.
Okay.
Anyway, I have so many things I'm censoring in my head right now. Anyway, so
professional home economist. It's always going, right?
It's always going, that brain. So yes, the chickens are better converters of turning plant-based omega-3s into fish-based omega-3s because we forgot the blueberries. Okay.
Oh boy.
See, this is what happens when I start talking science. Yeah.
These are.
I'm too short. Don't burn yourself.
Here you go, Shorty.
Okay, good.
Hold on to that.
The trick with this recipe is that you have to use dried blueberries because if you don't, they'll go all mush. And you don't want them. You want to have kind of blueberry ooze, but you don't want total mush.
That's a lot of blueberries.
It's a lot of blueberries.
You have to be so careful about how you're folding it all in because they get crushed. That's what I find with berries, right?
Right.
So,
and that's why they have to be perfectly dry. So when you do the recipe, like rinse them out, and in the instructions, I even say lay them on the counter. Are they dry? And then just using 2 tablespoons from your kitchen drawer, you're going to put 12 out on this sheet. And they're rugged, they're rustic. And then if you want, you can add some, they call it coarse sugar or sanding sugar. Just a little bit if you're a diabetic.
Nice.
Don't. Okay?
Don't do it.
And there they are over there with my cup of tea. And you can eat one if you want because they're really, I made them this morning at 6:45.
A breakfast cookie.
A breakfast cookie?
Oh. I will take a cookie any time of day, but I love the fact that it's breakfast. You're starting your day with it. Mairlyn, thank you so much for that.